Morning, everybody. Super early again. Figure that this is a good time of day to get my videos done. It's 5:30 a.m. Got prayer house at 6 to 8. A lot of really crazy good things are happening that are super exciting. Yesterday, Josh and I went over to a friend's house. He works for Bethel Music, and we sat down with him. His name's Brad. We sat down with him for a couple of hours to have Josh work on his song that I'm producing, and I got to just sit there and watch the whole process. But they figured out some things about the song, and we're going down to Texas for the recording session here in 2 weeks, and so we through all this discussion, now Brad has a plane ticket to come with us to the recording studio to record the instruments. So that's really exciting, super new. Still kind of processing all of that, but I think it's going to make Josh really excited and a lot more relaxed. And I think it's going to make the song and the music video and everything a lot more polished and closer to what I feel like it's supposed to be. I really don't know why I do know I'm in on this project because I said yes to God. So that's why I'm just open to whatever the Lord wants me to do. I don't know with God lately. It's felt like a whirlwind since I've got to Reading, and I feel like I have this life and this work to do, and it's all been not chaos, it's just been busy, and it's been tiring, and it's been exhausting, and it's been good. It's been wonderful. It's been hard. It's been painful. It's been up and down, and it feels like the Lord is just doing his own thing with me, and I don't really know what I'm doing. If you ask me, like, people ask me all the time, what do you do? And I'm like, a bunch of things, lots of things. I publish books on Amazon. I'm creating music videos, recording artists, illustrated work. I don't know what I'm doing. Just everything, I guess. Like, God, take everything that I am and do something with it. That's the whole prayer, right? So I don't think that any of it really matters to me in the sense that, it shouldn't. It shouldn't matter what God does with my life. I don't have any ambitions for the future. I don't have any, of my own things that need to get done. I would love to design a video game. That is one thing that I really want to do, and I really would like to do it the next year. Just one video game, really simple, put it on Steam, and that's it. Life accomplished, book published, video game published, serving God the rest of my life. Check all the boxes, pretty much experienced everything. I don't know that there's much more to experience. Maybe being a father, experience that. I don't know, husband, father, haven't experienced those. So I guess that's on the list to check the boxes, but see every country in the world. I mean, what do we, I don't know. I used to be really career driven. Now I just feel like I'm God driven, and I really just want to do whatever God calls me to do. And I don't want to do anything outside of that. I have no aspirations for anything that's not what the Lord wants in my life, because I realize and have learned over the last 3 years that you have to walk in your own grace, that God gives you grace for what he's called you to do. And he doesn't give you grace to what he called someone else to do. He gives you grace to do what he's called you to do. So I want to do and work and be whatever he wants me to be. And I've had people challenge me on that, you think God just commands you to do stuff? I'm like, yeah, he does, because he knows how he created me, and he knows what he wants me to do with all that he's given me. He has this idea of who I am. I think that's why he spent 3 years stripping away all of the extra stuff, all of my ties to my name, all of my ties to, my ambitions, all of my work for 20 years. Like, the things he stripped away, it's not things that, like, he can't pour back into my life that aren't part of me anymore. It's just he's refining it all, And I think I understand that saying yes to him is pretty much the only thing that matters in life. If you're doing anything else, you're doing it wrong, period. There's no other way. You can't read the Bible and read it any other way. He's God, he's sovereign, and our relationship with him is all that matters. Nothing else matters in this world except for that. That's the greatest commandment. And then beyond that, loving people, but the loving people part flows from a relationship with God. Like, you love people because you love God. Like, that's not I love people and that helps me love God. It doesn't work that way. You have to love God, and out of loving God flows loving people. You can't love people without loving God. And loving God means obeying him. Loving God means seeking him. Loving God means prayer. Loving God means spending time with him. Loving God means having a relationship with him, worshiping him, all that stuff. If you don't have that, you cannot love people, period. If that's messed up, loving people is going to be messed up. And I don't understand why people don't grasp this concept of, like, I look at people's lives, they're like, I'm trying to love people. And I'm like, how's your relationship with God? And they're like, and I'm like, okay, well, that's why you can't love people, because you're not even in a relationship with God. Like, whatever your concept of a relationship with God is messed up, because if you don't have that, you can't love people around you. You just can't, because people are messy and gross and disgusting and horrible and make mistakes. And I'm the same way. I'm a wreck most of the time. Like, it's God's grace that there's anything good in me, And honestly, he deserves all the praise and honor and glory for anything good coming out of my life. And I tell people that all the time. I'm like, look, I'm a disaster. God's putting the pieces back together, and it's taken a lot of time. And I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with being where I'm at and what God's taken me through. I trust God to finish the work in me, and however that looks. So anyway, this is my long preachy rant this morning. So anyway, I hope you all guys are doing good. Thanks for watching, and I will get back to you, I guess, tomorrow.